My name is Brian. I just started listening probably a few weeks ago, week or two ago. But I think I'm all caught up now. The show is great and I'm a big fan and I have a story to share with you. It's a different kind of story than the ones I've heard on the podcast, but I thought you guys might think it was kind of interesting. So a few years back, I lived in Boston and I worked in Cambridge, and I had to take, in order to get back home, I needed to take a bus from where I worked to the T, which is like the subway in Boston, and took the T to the stop close to my house. And so one night I had to stay a little later than usual, and I was walking home and got that feeling that someone was watching me or close to me, or, you know, you get that kind of sense when you're on a busy street and someone's close to you, or they're in your personal space. But yeah, I got kind of an uneasy feeling like I was being watched or followed. And I get to the bus, and it wasn't there yet, so I had to wait a little bit, and I was starting to get a little anxious, nervous. There wasn't a whole lot of people around. And I get on the bus, and there's only a few people on the bus, and there was a little sense of relief there, because I could see everybody on the bus. There were only 7 or 8 other people. Then I get to the T station, and I'm walking through the T station, and the feeling intensifies. Now there are more people in the T station, but I am definitely, I'm hoping now that it's someone I know, and it's that kind of sense that I can turn around. It's going to be my friend from college or something like that. That someone is definitely watching me or following me, and now, yeah, I'm starting to get more nervous. And I'm not a very nervous person or anxious person, I would say. So I thought this kind of odd. And I'm waiting for the T to arrive, and I get on the T, and this time in transit, it's not really going away, this feeling. And, so I get to, there's a stop in between where you have to switch lines. It was the red line, and I need to switch over to the green line. And it's just kind of a big hub of a stop in Boston itself. I lived in a town outside of Boston. Very, very close to Boston, near Fenway Park. And so I'm in this hub of a station, and I can really feel it now. Someone is definitely not only watching me, but very close to me. And now I am uncomfortable and uneasy. And I begin to kind of look around, and I'm concerned that I look a bit nuts. Even though I think there's someone else more nuts chasing me. And I'm looking around, and I don't see anyone. And I start to sweat, and I'm getting that nervous. I'm getting very cold. You know, when you get kind of scared or nervous, you start to get really cold. And I start running to where I need to go, to this T switch. And even just thinking about this now, it really freaks me out. I'm sweating telling the story now. So I'm running, and that was a decision my legs kind of made before my brain did. And I'm running to the T, and I'm straight up pushing older people out of the way. I'm concerned. I have a very serious concern for my well-being at this point. And I'm waiting, and my T pulls up, thank God. And I just jump onto it, and I turn around. And right before the doors close, I am looking. There's a man about 6'2" who is standing out in the crowd, maybe 4 yards from where I am now on the T, and he is just laser focused, looking right into my eyes. He's about 6'2", 200 and something pounds, long black coat, almost like an Argyle sweater, glasses, weathered kind of appearance, bald, but with a like scruffy beard. And I'm looking in a mirror. This person, I kid you not, looks exactly like me 40 years from now. And he is not breaking eye contact, and he's looking directly at me. And the doors close, and the people all around him, you know, it gets a little bit more crowded. I can't see anymore where he is. And the tea takes off. I am freezing cold, as white as a ghost. I didn't move. I had to be like pushed out of the way when we made the following stops to my house. I stood in the doorway, and when the tea stopped at my stop, I got off. I threw up. I was extremely sick. I started crying. Again, not really something I do quite often. Or puke. But crying, throwing up. I call my girlfriend at the time and explain everything that just happened, so I sound completely insane. And for about a week after that, I am so sick. I am really, really, really deeply flu-ridden sick. And eventually I get over it. Very, very weird. Fast forward to about several years later, I've moved. I'm not in Boston anymore. I moved across the country. Not because of this incident, but because of other opportunities and reasons. And my wife and I were sitting at home. I think we had just watched a movie or something. It was pretty late at night, 11 o'clock or something. And she looked over at me and she said, "Oh my God, are you feeling okay?" And I wasn't. I felt sick to my stomach. I was sweating. I was nervous and anxious and clammy and cold, and I knew what was happening. It was the exact same feeling that I had years before. And she kept asking me, "Oh, is it this? Is it this?" And I was like, nope. And I was almost in tears again. And I just said, "I know what this is. It's him. He's here. He's close." I know that sounds completely insane, but that's what it is. It just, the feeling came out of nowhere. I got up, I looked outside, I went onto our balcony, I didn't see anyone, but I knew that's what it was. So I don't have any idea what any of that means or how you would categorize it. I mean, glass half full, I'm a time traveler and I at least live until I'm, in my deep 50s, early 60s. So that's good. I lose my hair, which kind of blows. But yeah, I haven't had that feeling since, but I thought I'd share that with you guys because I thought you might think it was, or gals, and guest, to see what you guys thought. I hope you enjoyed it. Keep doing what you're doing. I'm a big fan. Thanks, guys, gals, and guest.